The pink granite sarcophagus of a high-ranking Egyptian noble has been found in an ancient burial chamber near Cairo, where it has been lying for thousands of years. It belonged to Ptah Mweer, who served as head of the treasury under Ramses the Great, and has been described by archaeologists as a dream discovery. Inscribed on all sides with emblems, hieroglyphs and titles, the up to 3,300-year-old stone coffin was found in pristine condition and in its original tomb 23 feet underground. Professor Ola El-Aghizi, who discovered the sarcophagus in Saqqara, hopes the finding will shed light on those who ruled Egypt after Tutankhamun. The Cairo University archaeologist said, "The hieroglyphs on the sarcophagus certify that it is Ptah Mweer, and also the titles mentioned on the sarcophagus are the same as those found on the walls of the tomb itself. It only emphasizes that he is a nobleman and quite close to the king. Because his titles related to the temple of millions of years in Thebes prove that he had a very important role in the administration of that time. He could be equal to the Minister of Finance nowadays." The sarcophagus was unveiled in the fourth series of Lost Treasures of Egypt, which premiered on National Geographic on Sunday. Its surface-level tomb was discovered by Professor El-Aghizi last season, but she was not able to descend into the underground chamber until this year. The archaeologists had to move several tons of sand to create a shaft they could use to reach the first level of the tomb, which is located near the Pyramid of King Unas. There they found a 3,000-year-old stone masonry, which had to be reinforced before they could safely descend any further. It had a small hollow in the floor hiding a second shaft, which the team descended by sitting in a large metal bucket that had to be winched up and down by hand. This second underground level was the burial chamber, and was where the sarcophagus was lying. Saqqara is famous as an Egyptian village that contains ancient burial grounds of Egyptian royalty. Saqqara contains numerous pyramids, including the Step Pyramid of Djoser, widely believed to be the oldest pyramid in the world. The site extends along the edge of the desert plateau for about 5 miles, 8 kilometers, bordering Abu Sir to the north and Dahshur to the south. In 1979, the ancient ruins of the Memphis area, including Saqqara, Abu Sir, Dahshur, Abu Ruwaysh, and the pyramids of Giza, were collectively designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Source: Encyclopaedia Britannica. Finding the coffin intact and in the tomb of its original owner are both rarities in Saqqara. While it was found in good condition, a part of its lid was broken off and had been left in the corner of the room, according to the Egyptian Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities.